Unsent Letters, Chapter 2. First post by Don't You Wanna Fanta, titled To the Woman My Husband Loves. I hope you know how he likes his eggs. I hope he showed you how he likes to cuddle in the bed at night. How he isn't very confrontational, or so he says, but he loves to pick a fight. I hope you know he's destroyed my life and my son's life, all for you. He'll probably give you his mother's ring, the same one he gave me, not very long ago. I hope you like the church he goes to and how hypocritical he is, even though he claims to be a godly man. I hope you go to church with him on Sunday because I wouldn't. I hope you can sit through every family gathering at the same overpriced restaurant and know when and how to speak to his family. I hope you know he doesn't like it when you don't text back immediately, because if you're too preoccupied to text him, you must be cheating. I hope he tells you all his secrets and lets you read his prayer journal. He probably has some bullshit in there about how he's trying desperately to save our marriage, even though he's been fucking you since before we were even married. I hope you aren't too opinionated, as he hates that. I hope you never cut your hair or lose a little bit of weight, because he hates that too. He only sleeps on the left side of the bed, so get used to being by the wall. Enjoy outings with his mother, who'll beg you to leave him because he'll only break your heart and lead you on. I hope you know you lifted a huge weight off my shoulders. Trying to be perfect all the time is fucking exhausting. I hope you can do it. I hope you enjoy being yelled at when you don't answer the phone after the first ring and having shit hurled at you from across the room because things don't go his way. I hope you are fucking prepared. But most of all, thank you for convincing him to leave. The toxicity and resentment was taking a toll on me, mentally and emotionally. I cannot thank you enough for your help. Thank you for convincing him to file for divorce. We have no property or kids together, so it should be a breeze. Thank you. If you hadn't been there for him, who knows? I may have been stuck with the bastard for life. I'm not mad he cheated on me with you. I'm sad. Sad that he'll put another woman through his miserable bullshit, all in the name of love. I hope you know what you're getting into. Best of luck. Next post is from Nolly243, titled To the Nanny Who Found Our Child's Body. I was 5 months pregnant, swollen, tired, and hating myself for promising my friend we would have lunch together, but I sucked it up and went, and thank God I did. I remember being emotionally all over the place. I was a first-time mom and had no idea what I was doing. I was in a mood to complain that day, and once again, thank God I was, because I complained to my friend about not being able to find a nanny my husband and I liked. She then told me her brother and his family were moving and their nanny would be available. I do admit I was a little skeptical, but I took their information and contacted them. Fast forward to September 7th, 2014, when you entered my room after waiting for 13 hours until I gave birth. You had already become a friend, but at that moment, you became his nanny as well. You held him with so much care, looked at him with so much love, and he was so calm as if he had known you for a lifetime. Over the years, you and Benjamin grew to be best friends, and you were definitely an unexpected duo. A naughty, chatty 4-year-old and a calm, kind-hearted 53-year-old. I don't think you even realized how loved you were, how loved you are. My husband jokingly called you Miss Doubtfire, and you indeed were more than just a nanny. You were like a third parent to our little boy. Do you remember when we got 10 chickens, and one of them, The one with two white feathers would always chase after you? Or when we took you to Disneyland for the first time and you flirted with Goofy? Do you remember crying when Ben decided to cut his own hair? He never had those beautiful brown locks of hair again. I could sit here and type out all the memories I have. I hope you have them too. I hope you have so much more than the memory of entering his room that morning. I often wonder why Zach and I decided to go hiking that day. Saturdays were always for pancakes, cartoons, and walks around the farm, yet we wanted to go on a hike. Maybe Zach and I weren't supposed to find him. Maybe we were supposed to kiss his sleeping head and hear him mumble out a goodbye. Maybe we were supposed to remember his dreamy eyes and drown in his half-asleep hugs. At 6 a.m., we left the house and left you with a happy, sleeping child. You were watching him on the baby monitor while making pancakes. You knew he would be awake around 7. But it was 7:30, and he wasn't awake. You let him sleep. It was 8, and he still wasn't awake, so you went to check up on him. You know, I never even knew what subarachnoid hemorrhage is. And I've heard of brain aneurysms, but never really knew that much. Today, I could probably write a dissertation on this, and my guess is, so could you. I'm sorry you have to carry the memory of his lifeless body while I carry the memory of his warm hands hugging me. I'm sorry we weren't there when you called for help. I'm sorry it took hours to reach us while you spent hours in agony. I'm sorry the police made you go over everything more than once and relive your worst nightmare. But more than anything, I'm sorry you're not in our lives anymore. We will, without a doubt, forever be connected through our loss. Yes, our loss. You were just as a mother to him as I was. I guess it was too hard for both of us. I wanted to be there for you. You wanted to be here for me. But there was emptiness between us, an emptiness the size of a blue-eyed 4-year-old. The 6-month mark is approaching soon, but you know that. We still haven't entered his room. A big part of me is still in denial. Before him, we were a man and a woman. When he was born, we were born as a mother and a father. Do we stop being parents? Do we go back to who we once were? That would be nice. Not knowing all of this pain, but it's like life before him never existed, and life after him doesn't exist either, yet. Our house is suddenly too big, but our home has never been smaller. You and Ben were our home, and now you're both gone. Hopefully you're both in a better place. Hopefully, one day, when and if you stop mourning and you look up, you will see his eyes in the blue shades of the sky. Hopefully one day, you will find the strength in your pain, and hopefully one day, you will love and nurture another child. You have so much love to give, and this world needs it. I know Ben would agree. And to quote him, I love you like a big dinosaur with a big heart. The last story is by Gutter Poet, titled To the McDonald's Employee. We were poor growing up. When I was 5 or 6, my mom wanted to treat one of my sisters and me to a beach day. It was just a local beach, but I remember being really excited. On our way there, my sister and I begged for McDonald's. I remember going to the drive-thru and my mom ordering 2 Happy Meals and a cheap cheeseburger for herself. When we got to the window, my mom's cards declined, one after the other. I remember how embarrassed she looked. She asked to have her cheeseburger removed, but her cards still declined. She asked if it was okay if we each chose a single item instead of kids' meals, and we obliged. You told my mum to pull the car around to the parking lot. You came out a few minutes later with 2 Happy Meals and a meal for my mom. You were just a teenager, dude. It genuinely made a difference in my life. Thank you for not making my mom feel belittled. Thank you for your kindness.